The eighth term of a geometric series is 640, and the third term is 20. Find the first term and the nth term. All right, so what I need to do is I know that a sub n equals a r to the n minus 1. So I know the eighth term is 640. So that means that a sub 8 equals 640. Or in other words, a sub 8 equals a r to the 8 minus 1, which is going to be 7. So I can actually rewrite this, since a sub 8 is 640, I can rewrite this as 640 equals a multiplied by r to the 7. I also know that the third term is 20, so I can use the same idea. So a sub 3 equals 20. So using that, I know that a sub 3 is also going to be a multiplied by r to the 3 minus 1, which is 2. So I know that 20 equals a r to the 2. So what I can do is I can actually solve for a on this and this. So it gives me 20 over r squared equals a. And then 640 over r to the 7th equals a. Now, since this equals a and this equals a, I can set them equal to each other. So I can go 20 over r squared equals 640 over r to the 7th. Now, if I cross multiply, I end up getting 20 r to the 7th equals 640 r squared. Divide by r squared on both sides. This goes away with this. So this becomes 20 r to the 5th equals 640. Divide by 20 on both sides. So I end up getting r to the 5th equals 332. And if I fifth root both sides, you get r equals 2. So I'm going to write r equals 2 up here as part of my information. So now that I know that r equals 2, I can rewrite this as a sub n equals a 2 to the n minus 1. So in order to find a, I'm going to go back up to here and say, okay, I know that the third term was 20. So in other words, I know that 20 equals a multiplied by 2 times 3 minus 1, since I'm talking about the third term, n is going to be 3. So that's going to be 2. Or in other words, 20 equals 4 times a. So divide by 4 on both sides, you get a equals 5. So a equals 5, and that's also a sub 1. That's my first term. So I now know that r is 2, my first term is 5, and my nth term is going to be 5 multiplied by 2 to the n minus 1.